Most men are not heartbroken because they got rejected. They're heartbroken because deep down they know the game was never equal. A regular man has to build himself for years just to be considered dateable. He needs status, he needs confidence, he needs money, he needs discipline, he needs emotional control. He needs to be interesting but not needy, available but not desperate, masculine but not threatening, ambitious but not unstable. Meanwhile, a high-status man walks into the room and skips the line. A handsome guy, a celebrity, a man with obvious social proof. He does not play the same game regular men play. He gets curiosity. The regular guy gets conditions. And this is where most men start lying to themselves. They tell themselves, she loves me for me. But ask yourself this: would she have loved you before the money, before the confidence, before the body, before the status, before you became useful? That is the brutal part most men do not want to face. Modern dating is not built on fairness. It is built on leverage. Call it hypergamy, call it selection, call it human nature, call it whatever makes it easier to swallow. But men know, they know that women have easier access to sexual attention. They know a woman can make one post, open one app, walk into one room, and receive more sexual options in a night than many men receive in a year. But here is the part that destroys men. Sex is abundant for women, but validation is scarce for men. So when a man finally gets chosen, he often mistakes access for love. He ignores the past. He ignores the red flags. He ignores the fact that she may have given other men the wild version of herself while making him pay the full emotional price for the mature version. And when he senses the imbalance, he calls himself insecure. No, sometimes your insecurity is not weakness. Sometimes it is your instincts trying to protect you from a bad deal. Because men are judged for caring about a woman's past. But every man understands this privately. A woman's sexual history changes how he perceives the relationship. Not because he hates women, because he understands risk. He understands comparison. He understands that commitment is expensive. And if he is expected to provide loyalty, protection, resources, emotional labor, and long-term sacrifice, then he has the right to ask, what am I actually getting in return? That question terrifies society because a man who asks that question stops being easy to use. He stops pedestalizing beauty, he stops confusing attention with affection, he stops accepting another man's leftovers as his life's reward, he stops believing that love should require him to be blind. The truth is simple. A man who does not understand the sexual marketplace becomes prey inside it. He overpays, he overcommits, he overforgives. He becomes grateful for what another man got casually. And that is the silent desperation of modern men. They are not just lonely, they feel cheated. They feel like they were sold a fairy tale while everyone else was playing strategy. So, here is the rule. Do not hate women. Study incentives. Do not become bitter. Become difficult to exploit. Do not beg to be chosen. Become the kind of man who chooses carefully, because the game may be rigged. But the man who understands the game is no longer its victim.